Good. Yo, that was a Raging Demon pose. Baby Demon Joyers in here. Wow, is that Duo? What's he doing on my screen? I love Duo. Jump Roundhouse is an anti-air versus Ibuki. I do that here and there. That might have been a punish. Ooh. Didn't even TC it. Just poke him with low roundhouse. Maybe Yun doesn't punish it very well. Dash punch doesn't catch or something. Ooh, that killed. Yun's HP is a little sus. Anti-air, low strong. Ooh, nice parries. I guess it was quite obvious he was going to go for Susho Ho-Ho. Okay. Post heavy punch is something that you... What the fuck? He wanted to cross up? He wanted to not cross up, I think. I think he just attacked the wrong way. I think he was on the correct side, but he was briefly on the wrong side. Yeah, that's safe. That's why a lot of people do the neutral jump there and then parry the one hit. It's because you can't super cancel it like that, I think. Or maybe you still can. I feel like you can in my head, but you just have to YOLO the cancel or something. No, I think it's uncancelable. Micro walk in, close medium kick from what was probably outside of Ibuki's throw range. Classic. Ibuki's throw range is very small. And to my knowledge, she doesn't have a very good Kara. Well, that was probably minus. That throw was probably a punish, but it was probably not that minus. Nice. Glad to have you here. Oh, that's nice. That probably auto spaces. Point blank overhead into universe overhead. Link out of it.
Are you ready? Go!
Oh, parry into low forward and he didn't cancel it. I wonder what this matchup feels like as the Yang player. I feel like Yang players deserve Young. It's like this is what you put other people through, but worse.
Final round. Engage.
This is how you feel to fight. Whoa. Too meaty. No, he pressed. Generally, if Yun's not that close, you don't... Oh. Did he have Kara dash punch there? I never know when that works or not. Nice.
You win. Fighters ready. Engage.
I used to not really feel like I knew why this was a bad matchup other than Yun being good or Necro being bad, although Necro's not really bad. But the more I kind of understand Necro, the more I kind of see it. Necro, a lot of Necro's like good kind of tools need too much time. And Yun doesn't really give you any. Hi.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Nice parry into nothing, trying to bait Necro's confirm. What is that? He towards Fierce through the corpse. That's nasty. I do stuff like that, but that was even more than what I get to do. Like, I have some obnoxious things in this matchup. Yan's obnoxious. You see that shit? Short dive kick into another short dive kick. Punish the throw with. Nice red. That's a useful one. I consider that to be one of the most useful red parries in the game. Because the attack is very obnoxious until you can do the red parry. And it is utterly... it's very bad for Necro if it can be actually parried. The risk is not overly high. The worst thing that can happen to you is Necro yellow canceling a SA1 on a failed parry attempt, and most Necros don't even run SA1 these days. And the best thing that can happen to you is you literally get like your max damage grounded punish. For what it's worth, Yun is a really busted character, but his grounded punish damage is actually not super duper high. Most of the time you're just going to be getting button into dash punch. Of course that's still very good for Yun because he, you know, gets his knockdown, gets his meaty Gene gene or something like that. Or he just builds his meter, you know. We all know Yun. Whoa, that hit, he's dead. Up kick failed. Just do something simple. Just do dash punches. Just do shoulders. It's okay. It's Yang. It's Yang health.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Oh, air TC anti-air. Oh, he's cooked. It's over. I bet this kills Yang. He did a way more damaging combo than I was expecting. He went for like the Mitogene or whatever. Whatever that is. The Keeper Gen alternates between 3 normals, I think, and the Mitogene alternates between 2 normals. I think it's short, strong towards fierce. No, short, strong, fierce, and just short, fierce, something like that. I don't remember. It's hard to tell what the hell Yun's doing when he's doing Gene. Nice. Look at all that meter he got back. You guys see that? That's nasty. Yun's so nasty. Look at this Gene combo. Look at Yun's bar. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Look at that. He got half of it back. And then he lands like one mix-up, and then his next block string would be a Gene combo again. Yun's so nasty. Oh, it looked like Ibuki went for parry there. Parry during Gene is not horrible, but there are a lot of ways it can go wrong and not many ways it can go right. I'm not going to say that's never right. I've definitely won games because I went for a parry during Gene and it happened to work. Or perhaps a parry sequence during Gene sometimes. He couldn't mesh that. Oh, that was smart. Of course Yun's going to parry there. Catch him with the Vita, which is safe on parry anyway. Uppercut? Yeah. The first sort of uppercut and close beam kick actually look very similar. Ibuki has like no freaking recovery on that. Whiff towards medium kick. It would be bad if she could, if the recovery was slower. It needs to be like that, honestly. Okay. Look at that. Spent a bar on that. What did it do? Oh. Using the TC there. That was nice. Yun casually ducking under far jab strong or whatever it was. Close jab strong. I think he ducks it all. Yun is short. He's not the shortest crouching character, but he's close. I think he is the shortest standing character, along with Yang. Oh, he got the cross up. He probably didn't want it. Maybe he did. Whoa, dash punch? In particular matchups, most notably other twin players, if Yang is point blank and lands 3 heavy slashes, or at the very least the last hit is a heavy slash, they can pass to the opponent. Some Yang players do it on purpose, but I think the slashes actually do more damage if you're doing the heavy ones, right?
Are you ready? Go.
So maybe sometimes you just get it when you didn't need to because you're trying to damage max. Because you didn't think you were that close or something, I don't know. Yeah, that was cool. Close jab just whiffing. You're not point blank after a dive kick a lot of the time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's surprisingly hard to do something consistent after 2 block Yang slashes. Maybe Ken can Shipu it or something. Most characters, like, can't really do anything meaningful with the minus frames.
You win. Now,
Nice matchups.
prepare to strike.
It's all the little guys. Yan Yang Ibuki. The umpire's kind of killing it. I gotta pay credit where credit's due. Ooh, that was nice. Got the cross up. Good eye. Aguilar. I spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out what the hell I wanted to play before streaming. I almost played Pokemon Silver. We could be doing Pokemon Silver right now. I did an all achievements run of Pokemon Gold on Retro Achievements, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And the time I streamed all achievements on Pokemon before, I did it with Pokemon Blue, and I got 100% achievements in that game. And I thought that the deeper the Pokemon series, the more obnoxious it would be to do. So I was just like, whatever. But I looked at the achievement set for Gold recently, and it's actually very doable. The only thing that's a little annoying, well, there are some missable ones which are a pain in the ass. Most notably, they all have like trainer ones that are a nuisance. Like defeat all trainers in the game, and some of them are missable, like all the gym trainers. No, I didn't actually do it. I may yet. Anyway, it turns out Gold has the kind of the coolest achievements out of the 3. All 3 of them have achievements that are super similar: Gold, Silver, and Crystal. But some of the differences with the Silver one and some of the differences with the Crystal one are both obnoxious. All 3 of them have like defeat gym trainer with like low level team, which I don't love. And they're all missable, so you know, I don't want to just leave them out. If there's achievements I don't love, I can just like set them up later, something like that. But all the gym trainers can only, all the gym leaders can only be fought once. So if I don't do it on the first pass, I just don't do it. Nice EX shoulder. But I've still got them over here. I just open on the side here. Let me read a couple. The more obnoxious ones. Silver has defeats all gym leaders with their own type below a certain level. But it doesn't have any kind of item restrictions, so you could just use X speeds or something. Defeat Blaine with only fire type Pokemon. And all Pokemon less than level 50. This one seems annoying. It's literally called a terrible achievement. What are they doing with that? Defeat Blue using a team of Delibird, Corsola, Lickitung, Apom, Farfetch'd, Onix is the achievement. Those are some pretty bad Pokemon, I can't lie. That sounds very annoying. I thought breeding would be a nuisance, but with super speed, it's actually pretty quick to get all the babies. There's an achievement for getting all the catchable Pokemon, and that includes getting all the babies, since every baby can be gotten. In a single playthrough. Onix does work in Gen 2, that's true. Onix is better in Gen 2 than 1. Gen 1 seems to operate under the assumption the player never actually tries to use a rock type. Or if they do, it's like right on. Onix and Geodude are so ass, don't feel like they were intended for the player to use. More like they were intended for, like, trainers to use.
Are you ready? Go.
Catch Lugia is marked as a missable achievement. I guess it is. Like, one of the things that I find very surprising about Gen 1 that most people probably wouldn't realize because they wouldn't really try to explore it is there's only 2 rock moves in Gen 1. There's rock throw and rock slide, and that's it. Unless you were trying to use a rock Pokemon, you would probably not notice how barren it is. And even if you were trying to use a rock Pokemon, you might not realize that it's just the 2 rock moves.
You win. Alright, that's cool.
There's no rock status moves either. I don't know when the heck they'd ever make a rock status move. I can think of a few off the top of my head. Sandstorms in Gen 3. Yeah, the Stealth Rock, obviously. Oh yeah, Sandstorm is in Gen 2. Forgot about that. Sunny Days as well. And Rain Dance. Nice. Bro didn't even need the super, he got dizzy.
Prepare to strike. Now.
He seems to have an excess of meter though, for what it's worth. But at least one of those characters. Nice. Where every meter counts. Dudley builds meter real quick and his bar that he needs is really short, but also he can exploit however much he has. Holy. Parry into cross counter is insane. That's something you would only see from Masters in the matchup. What is this? What are these sequences? No super cancel. Did he link it? He didn't link it. Nice punish too. Stand strong, ducking super. Dudley's hairstyle. You know, that's a good question.
Final round.
Definitely has a name. Nice.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
I think Tatsu hits ducking Dudley. Makes this matchup a little easier for Akuma. You know, to confirm Dudley standing. Wow. Nice parry sequence. Well, you can't parry that. Well, you can, but it's annoying. What the fuck? The on the way up parry versus the red fireball. It would never occur to me to do that, and honestly, it's probably not even good. That was a nice parry! A little all in. Like, what if Akuma just waited a little bit and did it? He'd be in parry lock. But most of the time, Akuma would either Akuma would either DP on wake up or DP when Dudley's coming down. And you can parry for both of those. He didn't have super there, so we couldn't super cancel. I think ducking into regular follow-ups. Is that only combo on crouch? I don't know. You might be able to do ducking into upper always if the range is small enough. No, I think he probably parried there, but it hit late. He landed on the fireball. Yeah, for what it is pretty hard. For what it's worth, you only need the half circle into the quarter circle. It does buffer, but you have to do it pretty quick. Oh, ducking super was confirmed there technically. Not easy though. The jump back is strong or whatever it was. Jab. I don't know what Dudley normal that was. Akuma's meter is very threatening right now. Oh. For things like that. I was thinking of like 2 SA1s. I was thinking of like anti-air DP SA1 or something. Or just anti-air SA1. Akuma's like, nope. Here's my dash car demon. Dash demon is also possible, but dash car demon is probably more like what you practice. And probably a little easier on the fingers anyway. Wow, light Tatsu on block and then just DP anyway. I hate Akuma. Oh, he had. I think Shoto Sweep punishes that. I think Shoto's can just sweep a blocked close roundhouse. Maybe like, you know, low 4 Tatsu or something works. Shoto's obviously have punishes, but I don't know if you're forced to use stuff like SA1 or something like that. I would think Akuma would be able to DP super there. I would think that would be a really bad reset on Akuma. No punish. Tried for far fierce and didn't work. He was late though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That punishes parry and is safe on block. And you can't even jump out of it in that context. You're like immune to Raida as soon as you are in pre-jump frames, but you can't get the pre-jump frames from parry like that. One of the things parry does is lock you on the ground. That's why Hugo clap into SA1 is actually a punish on parry. Oh, look at that little Ibuki tech, but he got owned for it. Ibuki can do that versus Tenjin too. It's very obnoxious for Tenjin replayers. She can parry one hit of the fireball or the Tenjin, and then just slide, and she gets her low profile frames immediately. Frame 1. So she just goes right under the fireball. The red fireball there was so meaty that it can, Akuma could actually just punish it. Oh, that was Dead OS. Very nice, very obnoxious. You have to be at least a little skilled to even be able to go for recognize the scenarios where Dead OS is good. But you have to be very skilled to recognize when your opponent has Dead OS available. I mean, it doesn't actually take that much skill, but it takes a lot of presence of mind.
Are you ready? Go.
There's also different Dead OS thresholds, which is kind of funny to think about. He went for Kara DP instead of going for just like close fierce, medium uppercut super or something. I like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Ken Shippu punished close fierce on block. I was thinking that when he did one. Shippu punishes a lot of obnoxious stuff. Scary. Oh. Parry into medium kick. Nice. You know, that catches people trying to parry him, whatnot. Oh, that was it was probably too far away. I don't know. Far strong is normally a super confirm. He just wasn't looking for it. Wasn't ready. Is it still winnable? Okay. There are a lot of ways Ken could make it very obnoxious to win. Random EX uppercut was one of them. But like a random EX fireball super was another. Something like that. Yeah, there you go. You can OS a parry on what could be the timing of a third Rekka. Jesus, this Ken is killing it. That was a punish, yeah. 2 Rekkas. Ken actually has a good option there. Parry into back medium kick.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Curious. Nice. That looked like a super jump in from the Ken player. Jump jab. Very timid. That looked like fade away low parry. That gets out of throw, like wake up throw, and it also catches like a crouch tech or just like, you know, anti-shimmy stuff. It's pretty low risk. You're not risking a whole lot by just, you know. Whoa! Got a dash in trying to parry or something. Still winnable for the Yang. In fact, he's like a command grab away from winning, or that. Close fierce didn't pan out. Nice. I bet he was gonna mash all 5 on that shit.
Final round. Engage.
The OS parries from the Ken, making you block something then just tapping down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ken parried like it was dive kick timing. Grounded EX Tatsu. Oh, he landed a lot of nice hits in a row. Oh, just EX Fireball just happened to work.
You win.
If you run into a bunch of Ken normals, you feel it. Oh, that's a punish it looked like. Nice. Have circle forward kick to punish the shoulder sweep. That's probably a Dead OS down fierce that Ken did there. Okay, it was a nice little parry. He didn't commit. I don't blame him.
Are you ready? Go.
Oh, that was just a punish. That move lingers for a while. That hit on the ground perfectly. Oh, oh, oh! But Necro's jump-ins are not very good. He actually was still in time to punish, just landing though. This disease? It didn't hit. I don't know if it would have stunned. I feel like it would have. Very, very dangerous scenario. Oh, now it's very livable for Ken. A random back strong from Necro still wins though. Oh, that was it! He got it! He literally got the back strong! The random back strong. If he super cancelled that, it was Dizzy Ken into death. But he didn't see it. This game, you get your moments.
Are you ready?
The moments will just, you know, sneak in. You gotta hit him. Nice. I think Ken cannot get double DP mid-screen versus twins. Even if you're really good with the car, it simply doesn't work. Unless the twin is airborne. Wake up, universal overhead. Universal overhead becomes such a strong option when the opponent is dead to it.
Go.
It really just beats a lot of other stuff. You got a ton of active frames. You're low invincible. You're like throw invincible. You can space it pretty easily. You can. It's fast enough you can sneak it in after like block jumps or empty jumps or stuff like that. It's actually weirdly versatile, but the frame data is kind of garbage and it's very, very weak, very low damage. But once the damage isn't a factor, it becomes a really strong option.
You win.
I was also considering just playing Pokemon Scarlet. I thought that would be a fun stream game.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Pokemon Scarlet Gen 9 is actually my favorite gen. Whoa, he got far fierce from that close. I've never seen that. Alright, Necro. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I saw Mega Starmie and I was busting up. Is that what you want me to say? It's true. Mega Starmie looks like ass, but the good way. There are a lot of Megas that I think look like ass in the bad way. Like Aerodactyl. But I saw Starmie and I was like, yeah, that's it. That's what I want Starmie to do.
Final round. Now.
I think I saw Skarmory too, and it's got the big old fucking feet. That didn't look very good. Dragonite didn't look very good. What are the other new Megas?
You win.
Aura. Aura spotted.
The heat of battle. Go for it.
This is always exciting for me, an Aura player. Aura Ken is a little good for Ken. For Alligator Mega, I haven't seen it. I shouldn't be surprised that all the starters have Megas. Ugh, that was a bad fireball. Mega Phalanx, no. It already sounds great. I'm a Phalanx enjoyer. That reminds me that I played Pokemon Close Combat. It seemed kind of fun. It seems obnoxious to try and set it up versus another player though. But I just looked at it. I opened up training mode and stuff. 3-button fighter. Just close strong by itself. Can this kill? It's gonna be close. I think this won't quite kill. Oh, he went for a 7-hit Denjin. I mean, not Denjin, Tengu.
Are you ready?
OTK. I did not. Nice. You actually can get 7 hits with a Tengu. It's difficult. It depends on what your route is. You also typically have to lose some hits from one of the early juggles. Because it's the more hits you lose, the less duration is used. Just because it kind of hits faster, you know? Well, you know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get put in the corner by Ken, you die.
Engage.
Oh, that thing? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I saw that. More shadow player. Or I'll get card EP in the corner, yes. But not mid-screen. I almost never have anyone hit me with it, but I think I have been hit with it before. I would have parried that low strong. Oh. I would have parried that low strong too. It actually looked like he went for parry, so maybe he was too early. Ken delayed it perfectly. Alas, the Aura player is dead. It was a good first round though. Oh shit, he's back.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Alright, I'm confident in this one. So rarely do people pick stones versus Shotos these days. Well, you still see it versus Akuma. The current school of thought is that it's Booger's better even versus Akuma, even though you don't even have the unblockables, which is just ridiculous to me. But I've always been a huge proponent of Tengu. I'm a Tengu believer. I think Tengu is about as good as stones. I mean, as good as that was. About as good as Yogodama.
Are you ready? Go.
Nice. 3 stone? You know, I don't hate it. Go for the unblockables. Got it. Up. 3 stone is actually the most busted part of Tengu. Yeah, the juggle. Guile juggle right there. Guile with his upward booms. We all know it.
Round. Go for it.
Aura's towards medium punch is like a very shit. Ooh. The very shit Guile back fist. Nice. That was an air throw? Or did air throw there? I saw that frame. He was trying to do air throw into ground throw. Yeah, Aura has 2 busted supers. Wake up stomp, and Ken actually got hit. And jump medium kick hit because Ken was trying to do something about a jump stomp. He's alive. It's dire. Ken should do something that, yeah, doesn't lose to a parry. What's Aura gonna do there? Die?
Are you ready? Go.
I only tried about half the characters in Pokemon Close Combat. I was laughing at some of the things in the game. Like, I was getting crazy QB vibes from Toxicroak. Especially the super. But some of the normals too. They were taken from some crazy places. Like, every character has like tools I recognize from fighting games. The game seems pretty easy to play too. The jump height looked a little whack. I don't know what's up with that. It seems like the characters are too short and jump too high. It makes jumps feel like, I don't know, the vast majority of the time you're in the air, you're kind of like not in a threatening range. ATR seemed very strong in the game too, but it's not like I played against a human. But like I noticed that every character had like kind of like dedicated anti-air normals that seemed kind of good. Okay, he was nice and safe with the double super. I don't even think this kills. Who's the grappler? There seem to be a couple. Beware is like the big one, I think. Beware had a pretty cool little kit. He's got like a running bear grab. He's got an SPD. He only has 1 special move you can combo into, I'm pretty sure. Just because he does like a cartwheel at you. You have like a body splash. His damage seemed pretty high and he had plus frames on everything. I don't know what his movement's like. Phalanx was like a doll character. I was like, what the fuck is this? Very high IQ character. And then Marshadow just came out. I didn't look at him. It like touts itself as a easy to play fighting game, which it probably is. But there was depth enough that I was like, this is not going to be easy to like play at the top level. I like Toxicroak a lot though. I'd probably try and play him with the characters I tested. Poliwrath was super cool. I like this little power up punch.
You win. Now.
Polymath just has like a long-range DP as one of his special moves. You can go into it from a lot of his routes. And every time he lands it, ooh, nice red. Every time he lands it, it ups his damage. Like for the rest of the round.
Prepare to strike. Now.
His fireball seemed alright too. It would be fun to just open up Pokemon Close Combat and take a look at it on stream. And then do some combos from the wiki or whatever. Some characters, I like couldn't figure out what the depth was. I feel like all characters probably do have depth, but I was looking at Blaziken and I was like, what does this little chicken even do? And then I was looking at like Heracross and I was like, holy shit. There's a lot of stuff here. Or Phalanx.
Final round. Go.
Or Toxicroak. I mean, I know some characters are going to be designed to be easier than others. But obviously you need all characters to be able to perform at high level. Oh, he tried to cancel it, but he got the fully whiff. Ying's little rolling kick thing is actually one of my favorite special moves in this game. It's quite satisfying to do it in the combos where it works.
You win.
It feels very thematic. There's something fun about close medium kick to the rolling kick. There's something fun about close fierce into the medium rolling kick hitting instantly. That is fun. I feel like I've seen that in a fighting game before. I mean, obviously there's Blanca's fucking time stop glitch, which is a super freeze that ends for the opponent way after it ends for Blanca. I got the trade. Kenzie X Tatsu is so obnoxious as an air-to-air. Mostly just because of how it interacts once the opponent parries it. It's so stupid. I don't know how you could even fix it though. Like what, if Ken gets his air Tatsu parried, he has like extra ground recovery or something? Do we just have to, like, if this game was ever rebalanced, I can't even think of a way they could make it good. I wouldn't want to take that away from him as an offensive option. But it's so disgusting the way that it works defensively. Or maybe not defensively, but you know. The risk reward is so bonkers. Oh, air throw whiffed.
Final round. Go.
Yeah, like, it's okay for certain broken things to exist. As long as they're nice and discreet. Probably a favorable trade for Ken. That can be super free jump cancel even on parry. Not everything Ibuki has can. Huh. She's got no meter. Can't super. It's very scary. Both players. Oh! Anti-air universal overhead. I've won with that before.
You win.
It's kind of an incidental thing. Obviously it just loses to any air normal.
Prepare to strike. Now.
No air TC. Just come and raw dogs it. Jump like kick into nothing. That's actually kind of cool because if the opponent goes for the second parry, might give you a little bit of time to land. The spaced, what do you call that move? Neckbreaker. I don't know the actual name of that move. Both Street Fighter 4 and... Is that it? It just came back in Street Fighter 4 and nothing else. Omega. They just call it Neckbreaker. Doesn't have a Japanese name, I think. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. Obviously it has a Japanese name in Japanese. Ooh, is that combo? Is that a real thing? 6 hits? Yeah. Low short, EX.
Battle. Go.
Sumiji. Yeah, there's definitely, you get better highlights from having a safe EX Shifu. Where one of the players has to do something fancy and doesn't even win for it. That's probably a punish. I don't think Ibuki could have done something super strong there. Far fierce. Super? Yeah. He actually jumped up perfectly, but he picked the wrong normal to hit her. What could he have done there? Jump jab?
You win.
Probably jump jab or jump short. Would have been alright.
Prepare to
He wouldn't have
strike.
died.
Now.
I played a good Ibuki recently. It was Kyosuke. And I 3-0'd him. I got lucky. Strong Ibuki player. Ibuki Oro is good for Oro, I'm pretty sure. Their neutral is pretty even, but Oro's damage is higher. Like, I think Ibuki's maybe a little smidge better in neutral, but both of them can find hits in neutral against each other. But then Oro can convert some of his hits into like a 70% combo, and Ibuki can't convert shit versus Oro. She has to legitimately like land like 15% combos, and Oro can just land 3 hits and win because one of the hits led to EX stones. Ibuki has good options for escaping the booger though. Like short of teleport, she's got some of the best booger escapes in the game. She's got the frame 1 airborne. She can't be crossed up in the corner. You need the light super against her.
You win. Prepare to strike. Now.
And the struggles against her are kind of tight too. The weird ones. Wow, Ibuki walked in so far. That wasn't even enough. It's a good parry. I'm sure she had punish there. Nice, that dizzy bar. That all felt very deliberate, didn't it? I'm sure the Third Strike devs thought of sequences like that when they were programming Ibuki.
Engage.
They were like, this TC will lead into this, and this mix-up will be there for Ibuki. It will do this much damage if it all hits. Oh, that's sad. Or Necro does that to you. It's a very obnoxious situation for almost every character in the game when Necro drills right over your head. Feels like nothing really works there.
That's cool. Final round.
But I'm okay with Necro having something like that. It's not very offensively threatening, so it's fine how safe it is. Like, he doesn't even get anything if he lands it. Let him have it. That's how it should be. The reward is not very high, so making the risk low feels good. Like for the attacker and the defender. I feel okay with Necro having that. He didn't parry on landing. What happened there? That was like the freest parry ever. He recovered in time! Holy shit. Did I parry into nothing? Oh, look at that. Early jump hard kick. Get back down.
Win. Prepare to strike. Now.
Go. Land into DP. I mean, when you do something like that early game versus Yang, the worst thing that's going to happen to you is you're going to eat low forward Rekkas. Which you ate 3 times anyway. Oh, that's just embarrassing for both characters. Both of them being right next to each other and both whiffing throws at the same time. Oh. That was a neck breaker you got hit out of there. Probably an accidental one. I don't know. It was weird. Weird time to do it.
Fighters ready. Engage.
It fell out. Parry into throw attack. Oh, super cancel out should have punished Yang there, I think. Not there. Oh, it's gonna hit? Yeah. That gets very reduced damage super, but sometimes it's enough.
Now.
Certain characters will just fall right out of it. They eat like 3 super hits and they just touch the ground. You think they would have made that universal like Close Roundhouse SA1. But depending on the angle it hits, a lot of characters just fall right out of it. After Close Roundhouse it's pretty good. But it's just in air and air to air, anything can happen. That was frame 1 airborne on Ibuki. I'm not a doctor, but it's going well. That did a lot. I don't normally think of that throw as being very strong, but Ibuki's health is not very good.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
You feel the damage difference in this matchup, I think. This is a matchup where both characters probably play pretty evenly. But Dudley just fucks Yang up on the HP bar. It's probably good for Dudley because of that.
Prepare to strike. Now.
I believe Yang actually has, say, unblockables in this matchup, which is fun. Even in the matchups where, say, unblockables exist, a lot of Yangs don't pick it. They're just like, yeah, I'd rather have EX Rekka, thanks. Say Ambu used to be not common, but more picked than it is these days.
Are you ready? Go.
I can buy it's one of his worst. I don't know if I truly believe Yang has bad matchups. But I can see Dudley being one of the worst ones. If not the worst. Yang is probably not horrible versus Chun-Li. I mean, obviously Chun-Li's, you know, broken. Yang is probably not horrible versus Yun. Although obviously Yun's broken. But I can see Yang being horrible against Dudley. Or Ken. I don't know though. Nico would know. He's a pro. Nico's about twice as good as me, or maybe 3 times.
You win.
Nika could probably beat me with aura if he wanted to.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it. Prepare to strike. Now.
Ooh. Fired short missed. Sad. He might have had like low forward there. It was a jump hard kick. I imagine he had a lot of plus frames. Okay. Rika, I saw you in that Omega tournament. You did well. It was quite blessed. You outperformed the likes of Spab. Ooh, 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 ooh. Far fierce anti-air. It was like the late frames of it too. Nice and safe. There's been like a little like other group of people playing. Yes, that was clutch. Omega, and a couple of them have determined Guy to actually be like a secret top tier. And watching what they're doing, I kind of agree. I found some things on Guy that I thought were pretty strong, but then I've also been watching them and seen other things that I didn't even consider that are also really strong. Like you have a mid-screen juggle to hard kick after some like shoulder combos. And yeah, low medium punch really is the best button in the game. Like low profile, 4-frame stud up combos to itself, combo out of it at max range. Absolutely bonkers, buffers into everything.
Alright, that's cool. Fighters ready. Engage.
Astonishing how overtuned that normal is. For being a normal with air quotes, no mix up. It really does everything you could want a normal to do. It's like the god normal. Cute little dizzy juggle. This should kill. I think you only get 3 hits of electricity on twins. If you get 4 hits, I think it does more to do electricity than the X spin hook. And I think on certain characters you can get 5 hits. Hi. I was invited to that tournament and I didn't go. And when I watched it after the fact, I was like, you know, maybe I could have just played Ryu and done like strong forward uppercut or some stuff. You don't have to be in practice to play Ryu. You just never lose him. Once you learn Ryu, you just have him forever. Oh, it ended. Let's try again. Look at YouTube's new UI. It's like softer. They updated it like yesterday. Look at that nice soft little volume button. Look at that soft rounded pause button. They're like bigger buttons too. It fell out. He wasn't close enough to SPD. I watched Gotham Chess here and there. It's like the biggest chess YouTube. I like him and I like Hikaru. I'm sure that's like everyone who plays chess. It's like, oh yeah, I like Gotham Chess and I like Hikaru. Wow, the like and dislike are rounder. The thumb is like longer. The bell looks different too. YouTube probably had like, they had probably paid a bunch of people. Probably had a whole focus group to figure out that they, like, the rounder would go better. Probably tested a few different rounded stuff. And I guarantee that there's going to be a random backlash even though it, like nothing changed. Nice. Where people are going to be like, why did you change it? It was fine before. Is that true? If someone says like button, it glows. Smash that like button. Remember to like and subscribe. Remember to hit the bell notification. I don't like it feels too, I feel very inauthentic saying stuff like that, so I never say stuff like that. Even though it does help me, I suppose, technically, if people subscribe to my channel. There's a point in my life where I wanted to have a big YouTube. But I think I'm too niche. Like, it wouldn't help me if I was bigger. Nice. Oh. Once he hit the ground, he actually could have just swapped to blocking. He was just like, well, I can pay the whole thing. And then he failed. That did like 0 damage. It's important for the screen control it gives you. But when you think about it, like being able to just eat those and then look at like Remy's empty. He's got no meter. This is horrible for him. Oh, he's cooked. He's done. This kills. Remy's meter is so precious. Even this air quotes winning matchup for Remy is like very iffy. Ryu. Oh, we're getting more fun matchups now. Hugo, Remy, Ryu, these are fun. What were we seeing before? Yang, Ibuki, Ken, that's not fun. Ryu's fun. Ken is not fun, Ryu's fun. Consult the graph. And then there's just a graph with Ryu on the fun side and Ken on the not fun side. Senjin Ryu too. I think probably SA2 Ryu is the most exciting to watch. But Denjin is probably the next most. But there's something hype about SA1 Ryu as well. I like it anyway. Anyway, any Ryu you give me, I'll like it. Hugo has a nice long dizzy bar and also SA3. So there are... Hugo has a lot of counterplay to Denjin actually. That was a punish, I'm pretty sure. This looks good. He can't super through this. This trades. I thought it traded! It didn't trade! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I misled you guys. I thought he would get cooked for that, but he didn't get cooked. Yeah, Ryu really has his pick of the litter with his supers. Honestly, they're all good. He's got no meter. Oh, that's good. You can't super through this. Oh, he waited too long. You can super through it if you wait. Ryu was greedy, but I understand it. He wanted to get some partial charge so it would do more stun and also be safer. Ryu on the cusp. This is ugly. Winnable, but ugly. Yeah. I was gonna say Ryu needs a miracle. Elena. You know, Elena's a little hype. Healing Elena. This is the matchup where it's considered to be the best. If you're going to run Healing Elena, you would do it in this matchup. Elena can technically run healing in any matchup, but there are certain matchups where it's kind of hard to get off, because the opponent's mobility is good. But Hugo's mobility is quite bad. Even other bad mobility characters like Q at least have Dash Punch or something. Hugo has nothing like that. Even EX Lariat is really slow. Nice. Oh. You really feel the loss of a win con on healing Elena. That's a big thing. The opportunity cost feels very high in this game. It's well designed in that way. Like, Elena needs a super to end a combo. If you don't have a super, it feels so whack. You like get something unsafe and you just land like low strong. And Elena can put together a pretty strong EX combo actually with like EX Spin Scythe into Uppercut. But, you know, there goes your healing. So she has some capacity to still get high damage combos if you need to like cash out and win. Her double EX is pretty powerful. Nice Elena round. This is very antithetical to what you typically see in Third Strike. Look at the funny cat. That's a funny post. Ultra David is good enough at Third Strike to have enlightened Third Strike takes. He played this game, I think. Played Q or something. Ultra David seems to be a low-tier hero from every time I've ever heard of him actually playing a fighting game. Not doing commentary or something. I think he also played, like, Zangief in some of the games where Zangief is bad. Elena's air to air is very obnoxious. Pretty low risk. Even if you get parried, it's not that bad. And jump strong fierce combos. Even if it just hits, it's not just good for being two parries. It's also just a combo. Oh, EX was probably worth spending there. But super is, you know, still good. This is really making a pretty strong case for healing, isn't it? Oh. Nice. Hugo parried twice, of course. Red. This is still okay for Hugo. Okay, never mind. EX Rhino Horn is obnoxious when it's chipping out, when the opponent can't duck it. Someone copy the post to me and post it. And that will determine whether he is high or whether he is correct. Oh. Oh, we're talking about the ST specifically too. Oh, I'm getting thrown for a loop already in the first beginning of this. Holy shit. I feel like the meme where the guy has like the wall behind him and it's like covered in arrows and shit, maps and arrows. And he's like, you know. That's this. This is either the ramblings of a madman in his last pangs of sanity, or he's like enlightened. He has seen the true. This is like the ended Matrix where Neo's looking at the walls and it's like the code. but I can't tell which. This is definitely not just nonsense. There was definitely thought that went into it. But it's hard for me to even wrap my head around whether it's correct thought. Nice. Empty jump SA3.
Enter the heat of battle. Go for it.
Nice, nice. Oh, he had more claps. I don't blame him for cashing out. But he had lots of claps there. Oof. There we go. Heavy clap like clap super.
Good way. Prepare to strike. Now.
I was going crazy trying to open a pack for a Professor's Research, by the way, in Pokemon Pocket. Has now revealed that they will allow for 2-star trading. So now I can just find some guy somewhere in the world who can just give me a Professor's Research. I no longer have to check Wonder Picks 6 times a day every day. Desperately hoping for a Professor's Research I'll only have a 1 in 5 chance of getting. That probably has like a 1 in 1,000 chance of being there or something. I'll just buy the other one with pack points. It would be fun to complete a pack. Now you can trade 2 stars. Any pack where I have the gold, I could try to complete the pack just to see what happens. The Immersive Pikachu is about 10 times as common as the Professor's Research. Or it's at least like 5 times as common. It's like a staggering difference actually for being the 3-star when that's the 2-star, or a 2-star. Any given 2-star is much rarer. Even though the 3-star is like only a 1% chance and it's a 2.5% chance to get a 2-star, there are so many 2-stars. To get a specific one is extremely rare. I have quite a lot of them now. I got a Solgaleo from a Wonder Pick the other day. That was cool. Like Solgaleo. Solgaleo Enjoyer right here. I have quite a lot from the latest pack. Whoa, my Pokemon noises. Ooh, 12. Good matchup for 12. This is the matchup where you get to see 12 do things. Hugo cannot stop 12 from doing things. He can stop 12 from winning, but he can't stop 12 from like attacking and moving. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. Those are how many hearts I would need for each Wonder Pick. I'm looking for 4s. I have quite a lot from this set. This is going to be embarrassing. I got most of them from Wonder Picks. I have... If you check Wonder Picks religiously, you got a good chance to get a lot of stuff. The Charizard, the Ho-Oh, the Mewtwo, the Dialga, the Solgaleo, the Eevee, the Pikachu. I have both shinies. And I have Immersive Lucamine. I'd saved up quite a lot of hourglasses and I ended up spending them all in the EX pack. I spent some gold too. My haul is actually pretty good. But no research. No rare candy. I believe the rare candy is also more common than any given 2-star. Despite being 1 in 500. Any given 2-star is like 1 in 800 or something. Forgot the frickin' Lucamine. That's the worst 2-star in the set. I'd rather have the Lily. I'd rather have the research. Ooh, caught him. This kill? Oh, it's damn close. 12 could still win this very easily, yeah. God, I'm done checking my phone. Lucamine is the worst card. The card art is fine, although I have reservations about that part of the game. I liked Sun and Moon a lot. I didn't play it when it came out. I didn't play it for a crazy long time. And then when I finally played it, I was like, holy shit, I love this. This palette of 12 would taste like butter popcorn. It would be very mild, but you would get that kind of butter and salt. Look at this zoning. 12 trying to remain a very exact distance away from Hugo. No closer, no farther. No, this would not taste like Capri Sun. The block into jump away is a very enlightened anti-air versus Hugo. Yikes eggs. That was very well played. He didn't even have to do that. He could have just jumped and air dashed away or something. Alex, this is another matchup where 12 gets to do things. Alex cannot stop 12 from just pressing shit. I mean, most characters can't stop 12 from pushing shit, if I'm being honest. Like, most characters will beat 12, but they won't be able to stop him from pressing shit. I play Oro, who's good at stopping characters from pressing shit, and I can't stop 12 from pressing shit. Far short. Well, you know, just short. That looked like it hit on that as a punish. Landing recovery. This looks unwinnable for 12, unless, like, a miracle happens. Okay, the 4 heavy normals was the start of a miracle. The random parry Super 1 actually wins at this point. Just any Super 1. Yeah. That's more parries than it looks like. That was a miracle comeback. Honestly, Alex could have been more aggressive. By the way, it's Hyper Bomb Alex. There is nothing that Hyper Bomb would do in this matchup that I can think of. Seems terrible. Like, not only is Hyper Bomb a bad super, but it's especially a bad super in this matchup, I think. Like, this is going to be, like, unlandable versus 12. Alex has the really funny thing where he can actually do a slash elbow, and when it's parried, he can super cancel the Hyper Bomb. It's definitely not worth picking Hyper Bomb for, but it is pretty funny that he can do that. Hyper Bomb does punish minus like 2 and minus 3 stuff. The problem is most of it pushes out too much. Like, Hyper Bomb probably would have punished that. He might be able to do like an empty jump, land, low parry, and Hyper Bomb. It looks like that's what he's going for. He's doing a lot of aggressive low parries when close. Just looking for a random low parry. Oh, there it is. Hyper Bomb. See, I knew. I wouldn't have got hit by that. The warning signs were there. 12 failed to react. Oh, and he moved away from it. Back to a normal super. You gotta really be aware of stuff like that to be good at third strike. Nice block. That might have been one of the scenarios where either direction you block is correct. So it might not have been a nice block. Ooh, shoot down backbreaker got owned. He could have been a meaner punish than that. Yeah, I think it would have been alright. I mean, it's not like Alex can confirm it to Hyper Bomb. Other than like medium chop or something. Wow, that hit. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's dizzy too. This kills easily. Suplex. What are we doing? Why are you gonna do a combo like that? That's probably crouching opponent only. Towards heavy punch, Link super. He just had a million ways to kill meterless. Heavy, like a jumping combo would have been fine. Heavy chop would have been fine. He was trying to style. Bro styled. But bro spent a meter doing nothing. Anti-air parry into jab jab. Very timid, but very effective. Ah. I go back and forth on how nasty I feel like that is. Sometimes I feel like it's really good for the game, and sometimes I feel like it's bad for the game that you can just cancel parried stuff into super. At the end of the day, it just adds a layer to the mix-up, and that's usually good. But there's some nasty stuff it enables, like when you parry Chun-Li's low forward, she supers anyway and hits you. Not only a Remy, but Remy in a matchup where his zoning actually works and is good. I recently taught myself to low parry Remy's low run-offs on reaction. And it was really funny because I've been playing Third Strike for like 20 years. And it's like, this is probably something most players learn within their first like 6 months. And I'm learning it after 20 years. The 2 hits are not a true block string, so you can just down parry the second one. Aura is so good versus Remy that I don't have to like do the proper ways of winning the matchup. If that makes sense. The better matchup is, the less you have to know about it. I'm like that with Hugo too. That's actually one of the main things me in this game. One of my biggest, weakest matchups is Hugo. Q to some degree as well, but that one's even better for Aura. When I play a Hugo who's actually good, I'm like helpless. Because I play so many Hugos who just can't do anything against Aura. And the second I run into one with some counterplay, I suddenly need to know the matchup. That's like shit. That's not even that rewarding. And if he ever gets parried, he just dies. Oh, he's dead anyway. Sorry, Hugo got it in once. Now, granted, if Remy jumped right then, Hugo would have spent all that bar and gotten nothing for it. So it's not like I'm saying this matchup is, you know, broken or anything. It's kind of unfun. Different people find fun from different things. So I don't know if the Remy players hate it or whether the Hugo players hate it or what. I think if Remy players hated this matchup, they probably wouldn't even play Remy because you're forced to just do the most Remy things in this matchup. So if you're not having fun here, then like, you're just on the wrong character. I bet Hugo players hate it. But I find it very like, I don't know. The fact, I hate matches where you can kind of be winning for like the whole match and then just abruptly lose. That Dizzy Bar is a huge threat. Okay, that was clutch. Above a certain skill level, a lot of players just don't even use Remy Sweep. Yeah. Most good Remys honestly don't even touch it, or only use it in very specific spacings, very specific matchups. It's the game we play. Ironically, when I'm playing against Oro, I actually don't mind losing off of one interaction. It's the kind of interaction. I feel like I have more counterplay to Oro's starters than I do to Hugo's. As weird as that sounds.
Are you ready? Go.
Like, there are ways you can play versus Oro where Oro kind of like can't get a close strong. If that makes sense. But you can, it's very difficult to truly have it so Hugo can never get next to you. And that's all he needs. Just needs to get next to you and be right once. Makoto is nasty. Oh, he could have charged an EX stomp there, maybe? Oh no. Why is there a Chun-Li on the screen? We were having such fun with such low tiers. And now there's freaking Chun-Li. The energy of a charge move. I have been picking SA2 a little bit on Remy. I still kind of prefer SA3. But SA2 is not bad on Remy at all. It is quite easy. See that? I was talking about that earlier. When you parry Chun-Li. I think third strike cabs should just have a gun sitting on the cab. And it just says, like, for Chun-Li players. Break glass when Chun-Li player. And you don't think that your opponent's going to break the glass if you pick Chun-Li, but you don't really want to test it? Oh, he got it? Yeah, he got it. That's the single most annoying thing Chun-Li has. No super jump. Is that... Oh, that's probably going to fall out. Yeah. Oh, Alex moment. Prohibido, Jugars con Rugal. I love that picture. Ugh, Chun-Li. Power Roundhouse is a very obnoxious button in this matchup. It's pretty low risk for Chun-Li to hit. Oh, fell out. That was a win or lose moment right there. How was my 3-day weekend over already? I just stayed at home 3 days in a row. It's fitting Bird into EX Bird. That's obnoxious. Oh, he reset his own dizzy. Yeah, P Groove was like intended to be played against another other grooves. If you ever go and play Capcom Fighting Evolution, you'll find the third strike characters are absolutely bonkers in that game. Because they did not feel very reserved in the same way they did in CBS 2. The engine of Third Strike is too powerful. It'd be fun to do an Ingrid video from like that game plus I don't know, Alpha 3 or something, in anticipation of Ingrid coming out. Jesus. He just low parried twice, waiting for a super that never happened. The super meter is also very liberal for the Third Strike characters. And Capcom Fighting Evolution. Like, yeah, all three of them have 2 bars. And they have access to all their supers all the time. Ooh. So you have combos that are normally not possible. For example, I think Alex can do EX slash elbow, cancel the hyper bomb, which is normally not a thing. Now I think it combos. What is going on? That was freaky play from both of them. Not taking throws from this close is just insane. You think one of them would grab the other one. What are we doing? This doesn't look like humans playing. That was really weird looking by Chun-Li. Hugo was so aggressively going for like point blank down parries. Oh, she's cooked. Ugh! Of all the juggles you could have done, fucking shoot down backbreaker would have killed. He went for EX clap one hit only into towards fierce, which is probably dizzy optimal. But he didn't even need to do something dizzy optimal to dizzy. Juggle here. He got all 8 hits. Chun-Li did not mash at all. What, did like a child go up to the machine? That's the vibe I'm getting here. Is they were just having a nice time playing and then like a 6-year-old showed up. And the 6-year-old is like, Chun-Li is the perfect character for me, a 6-year-old. And now that Hugo's just trying to land silly stuff. I bet that's really what happened. I would have parried that and I would have won. I'd be landing the triple parry into the close medium kick. And the Hugo players are like, what the fuck? Okay, this looks more like... I can't even tell if this is a good Chun-Li or not. What, he's doing back fierce? That could be a 6-year-old or it could be a pro. Okay, this is looking a little pro-like. Oh, Kikosho. Blessed. Kikosho is actually viable in this matchup. Technically speaking, it's viable in all of Chun-Li's matchups, but there's a noticeable drop-off in power compared to SA2. The down towards spheres. Get down. That is super weird. It's probably like one of the first Street Fighter titles that Ken's not in. It was a shoo-in to just put him in the Third Strike cast. I'm glad they didn't feel pressured to do that. And actually put in characters like Urien. Urien's first time ever escaping Third Strike. Wow, that was a really bad down fierce. Bro saw the freaking... the Hayao down fierce and was like, let me try. Oh, got him. The meter of Kikosho is actually pretty short, which is nice. That's the main advantage it has over SA2 besides the anti-air. But ironically, you don't really feel that advantage very much because you get a lot of free meter with SA2 by the opponent's timid play once you have SA2. Alright, is this a real player versus a 6-year-old? Impossible to tell. They both look like regular Chun-Li's. Just looks like pro Chun-Li play. This is probably the dumbest mirror in the game for what it's worth. And there's some bad mirrors in this game. 12-12 was quite goofy. Well, that was a lot of aluminium kicks.
Prepare to strike. Now.
This is really funny because any poke could just lead to an SA1. I mean SA2. But then also any parry can just lead to an SA2. And all of Chun-Li's like attacks are just parried once. And also you can parry and then still get SA2'd. Forgot to mention that part. I have never done the parry low forward into parry SA2. I have parried SA2 by itself. Not many times. I've also red parried SA2. I've actually red parried SA1. That's quite a great setup, me playing against like a B-rank Chun-Li player. And getting a clutch red SA1 parry that would have chipped me. And then parrying like, I forget, like 10 times. Starting from just the middle of the super. I had a couple sets versus, what's his face? The Necro player. Wah! Goofy. Where I hit full parry on Necro SA1 repeatedly. Which was quite fun. That's one of the easier ones, but it's not free. If you can get the first parry, it's not so bad. The first parry is difficult though, because it's such a fast super. You have to parry pre-freeze, you don't have to, but without that, it becomes very difficult. Oh, this is like over. She's gonna do a random spinning bird, yeah, and he's gonna die. That looked partitioned. I think the jump hard kick was supposed to be a spinning bird. But then when he didn't have it, he didn't have enough charge, so he just landed and like did it immediately. Because by that point he did have charge. That's a funny thing you can do in this game, is if you ever try and do a charge move but you're too fast, you can just immediately try again because you'll partition. I do that sometimes. I like charge back with Oro, and I do forward plus punch, and I get like a light punch because I didn't have a fireball charge. But then I just go to back and then to forward again, and I get my fireball because I just partitioned it. Certain characters can exploit that. It's really goofy. I was gonna... Okay. Didn't hit midair. What is this? Why are we doing meaty low fears? That's terrible, by the way. That doesn't even have a mix-up. Oof. That looked like he went for anti-air parry, but too soon. Probably went for anti-air parry into button, but Hugo attacked so freaking late. He hit after the button had been pressed. Oh yes, charge partitioning in indie games such as Smash Ultimate. Supposedly Smash Ultimate does in fact have charge partitioning on Terry. Terry like can always do his like rising tackle, but if you do it like with a charge motion, it has improved properties, and he can partition it. The year is 2050. You can play as Terry versus Kazuya in all fighting games. No, Terry versus Ryu. Whoa, jump jab. Neutral jump jab on the way up. There's some players at Riddles. I think it's Riddles. Where he like plays KOF where he plays Terry and then plays Smash Ultimate where he plays Terry and then plays Street Fighter where he plays Terry. Something like that. There's some player who plays like Terry in every game. And just plays only games where Terry's in them. The Comrami getting beaten up by headbutts. I saw a funny post that made me laugh on like Twitter someplace, where it was like it was someone saying it really bothers me that power dunk is like clearly a punch, and the input is a kick motion, and like rising tackle is clearly a kick and the input is a punch motion. Kind of funny. Damn. Nice parries, nerd. Here's my SA3. Yo, you might be onto something. Yeah, I always had trouble remembering the input for Pinwheel and SF5 Jury. And then I like abruptly realized that it was just a DP motion for a DP. It's just DP plus punch for a like a anti-air uppercut. And once I realized that, it was just like, oh. And then I never messed it up ever again. I just needed that to click in my head. That it was literally the same as anti-airing with Ryu. Torch Fierce probably would have worked there and probably would have been better. Probably gonna hit. Yep. Wow, look at that low strong counterpoke. Beautiful. That button's low key really good. Pinwheel in Street Fighter 4 was a quarter circle back kick. Radically different input from Street Fighter 5. I believe Street Fighter 5 had also changed inputs too. I think it was DP plus kick and then it became DP plus punch or something. It's kind of fun to watch older footage of Street Fighter 4, but when I watch older Street Fighter 5 footage, I just want to kill myself. I don't have any fun watching that game until like Arcade Edition these days, or whatever the final version was called. It was okay watching. Oh, nice blocks. It was okay watching at the time, but now I just feel like it's an incomplete game until the final version. It's like, why would I go and watch back when character had X stupid thing? I don't know what's different in my head. Something is. That's funny, using the delay. That's one of the only times that delay fireball would actually be useful. It doesn't power up or anything. He can just delay it, that's it. If he holds the punch, it takes longer to throw the fireball. And literally the only use case for this is catching someone in parry lock. Is it? What about Hammer Frenzy? Is that a cool name for a super? That's what it says on the little card in the US version of this game. It says Hammer Frenzy. Quarter circle punch. What's funny is Hugo still says Hammer Mountain all out. I find Hammer Mountain to be a really funny name. Oof. Beautiful. What about Gang using Electric Storm? You guys know about that one? That one's pretty funny. Fade away low light kick. He could have canceled that to like fireball or tackle or headbutt. Okay, you couldn't cancel it to headbutt because you had to fade away. There's a lot of mix-up potential there. Ooh. I can't even imagine that voice line in my head. I see that super too rarely. Japan has a J sound, but they often use like a Y sound anyway. For J loanwords. Oof. Don't ask me what Jupiter is actually called. The planet. Or the god or whatever. In Japanese. I've been doing Duolingo recently, but not for Japanese. I've been doing it for Esperanto. I've been learning some verb conjugations. Haltas. Haltis. Haltu. Wow. I just want you guys to know that he goes down fierce is so ass. Nice. I always like this Syrian color. It's so boring when people just pick like the gold one. I like the really vibrant ones, like this one or the blue one or the red one. I like the way the afro looks on this one. His little haircut. Feels funny called not an afro. So short. Oh, he got hit by the mirror. It makes him look old, I don't know. There's like a real human skin color that someone could have, and combined with the very gray hair. Just makes him look really old. I like that. Oh. Wake up headbutt, of course. Of course he's gonna do wake up headbutt. Damn, is your dad built like that? I'd have parried that. I would have lived or died on that high parry. That was a Rose beating headbutt.
You win.
Throws the Rose in SA3s. What, like, throws the Rose in SA3s right before the Rose hits even though he's full screen? Something like that. And the opponent's parry input is eaten by the super freeze. That's what I'm picturing when you say that. It's funny that it exists. Or I could theoretically do that with his like EX Fireball too. It's quite funny.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Oh, jab into headbutt. The silver ear ANC is boring. It's a nice color, but it's boring. That was a good trade for Dudley, but now he's at such a deficit. I don't see a comeback.
You win.
And SF4, try again.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Nice anti-air. Strong at the heavy uppercut. I mean heavy fireball. That was probably safe. I don't know. It only got one hit. But your aim was probably minus there.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Ugh, what was that? Failed ducking or something? Failed ducking super? You got the low parry into fuck all. I haven't eaten since I woke up and I'm picturing an egg sandwich and it's a nice mental image, I can't lie. I'm picturing an avocado panini. That sounds nice. Seth's lore is quite fun.
Round. Go for it.
I don't know Seth's Street Fighter 5 lore. Jury kills Seth in her ending of Street Fighter 4. So I'm kind of surprised to see Jury apparently trying to revive Seth in 5. I don't mind the new body, that's fine. But I just don't know why we got to this point. What you doing trying to revive him?
You win.
She lonely? I could buy that. If they just had Jury is lonely, actually. It would explain everything.
Go for it.
It's probably the canon reason, actually. Sorry, Seth. I didn't mean to kill you. Seth is a robot and cannot be killed. More specifically, Seth is an AI. I just had a funny flashback to SF5 Seth. I was not really super sure at the time whether I should use male or female pronouns for Seth when doing Seth balance change video. So I hopped on Twitter and I said, what should I do? And I made a poll. And it was he, him, she, her, they, them. And they, them won. So I made the Seth video, and I used they them in the video.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
They're down fierce, does so and so, etc. And I had like 2 people in the comments get really mad that I used they them.
You win.
Wasn't he also Kaufman? Dr. Kaufman?
Engage.
I think he was. Good voice. It was especially funny because I said I did it because it was the opinion poll and not even a decision I made. And they were like, of course, fucking Twitter's so leftist. They're gonna subscribe to woke nonsense like this. Which is a pretty funny thing to think about nowadays. Since I literally can't even go on Twitter without seeing Nazi tier posts. Nice. EX mirror?
Prepare to strike.
Nowadays I wouldn't say they them for Seth. I would just say he him. Seth calls himself the king, that's all I need to hear. I don't care what his body looks like. Bro has self-identified. The 2 parries for EX/elbow are really far apart. So it's actually pretty obnoxious to get both. You gotta like pause. And what's really annoying is if it's a late connect EX/elbow, the 2 hits are close together. Like if he has to slide quite far before it hits, the 2 hits are pretty close. Nice. Oh, pretty optimal. Unfortunately, he only got 1 hit of EX headbutt. That actually fell out. Seth was really neat in Street Fighter 5. There weren't that many good players of him. Probably, didn't Jen play Seth? I think he did, right? SA2 Seth? SA2, VT2. I kind of thought VT1 was better. It was definitely better right at the start. Shen is obviously a super skilled player, but I feel like there hasn't been a character like Gen in any game he's played since SF4. And I don't think I need him to be like Gen. I don't think Shen needs him to be like Gen, like in terms of like kit. But like a strong character with a really unusual kit that like sees no play.
Prepare to strike. Now.
I guess Blanca's like that in SF6. Someone go call Shen and tell him to play Blanca. You can tell that Shen does try and play characters who are like irregular. Nice, a delayed fireball again.
Final round.
Irregular characters with potential seems to be his kind of like MO. You can tell characters with potential versus characters without potential. There's plenty of irregular characters that don't have that feeling. Like Gil. Luke was usually regarded to be one of the best characters in the game, if not the best, for the final year, yeah. But he wasn't so strong.
You win.
SF5 was pretty well balanced by the end. Luke a little bit had some of the things that people used to complain about Elena 4 and SF4, where it's not that he's broken so much, although he is kind of good. but more that he kind of feels unfair because he breaks the rules a little bit. Like, he had unique trigger mechanics. You could not time over his triggers because instead of his trigger timings running out, they actually ran upward. So if he just left him to his own devices, he would actually get more trigger time. Which ended up being like a proto for the drive meter. I think once they remove the input lag, I like to survive. I was like, I will like this once more characters in it in Season 1. I guess I did like it even from the beginning. But I definitely liked it much more with each patch. That hit. Chun-Li's jump instant air stomp is like a proto dive kick. Not a proto. A semi dive kick. Wow, a they them post. Had to log in. My Sea Viper? Oh, like you're the penguin, you're holding it up for me? Sea Viper's out now and I haven't even played her. I haven't booted up the game since she was released. I looked at the patch notes and there was no Elena changes.
Are you ready? Go.
And I was like, I sleep. So this is actually a thing. I haven't talked about it in a video yet, and I might not. Is a lot of people in the comments of my Elena video were like, actually Elena's ass. And that kind of caught me off guard because she's obviously like on the lower end of the game right now. But she's kind of untapped too. There's no one really playing her like unlocked. No one playing her to her full strengths. So it's not really clear if she's going to be like how good she is at her full strengths. But she's also like, you know, Dogra's Elena's been doing a decent amount of work. It's not like she just doesn't work. Her online win rates are pretty normal. It's not like she's just like not even winning anything. She's got like a completely standard win rate. It's crazy that the public perception of her is that she sucks. When she's just like performing the same as every other character in the game. And the game is super balanced. Like, sorry she didn't win Evo France, bro. She was in grand finals. She didn't win. A dedicated Elena player made top 8. Oh, nice escape to the pressure. Sagat has the it seems that there's a few more Sagat believers. That's a huge thing in when a character is new, is how much faith people have in the character. Nice low parry into backdash. Probably caught him in parry lock. It looked like Urien did wake up parry and then just was caught off guard that nothing hit him. And then Dudley did a late super. Yeah, right? Like, are we really comparing? Like, I can think of several characters that are way worse. Way more non-existent than Elena is. Gonna hit him? Nope. Sad. Yeah, Street Fighter 6 has one character you can make any kind of argument on. And that's Mai. And that's because her win rates online are actually noticeably higher than other characters. Like, when a very skilled player picks Mai, they could win because Mai's good. They could win because Mai's a very skilled player. I mean, because they're a very skilled player. But when everyone is getting more wins than normal with Mai, you know it's Mai. No, online win rates aren't everything because there's a lot of factors. The character online with the lowest win rates, do you guys know it? You might not guess it. Master rank, only counting classic characters. Who is the character with the lowest win rate? It makes sense if you think about it. Like, once you know it, you'll be like, oh yeah, of course. Sean. Wrong game. I'm talking about SF6. It is Akuma. You guys were too slow, no one got it.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Akuma has the lowest win rate. Now, there's multiple reasons for this, I think. One of them is that Akuma has low HP and is very volatile. Another is that Akuma has a well-known kit. If you look at the top win rates, it's characters that blow you up if you don't know the matchup. Such as E-Honda. Or Blanca. Yeah, Akuma's also really popular. And then also, he's kind of seen as like the win button kind of character. Like the fast track to, like, I want to be a top player. Who's the easiest route to a top player? You'd probably think it's Akuma, you know? It's like, well, he's a Shoto, so he's easy, and he's also strong. So you just pick Akuma trying to, like, get the easy wins, but you don't know what you're doing. I'm sure Daigo plays at least some part in this. I'm sure if Daigo played Ken or Daigo played Ryu, Ryu would be the losingest character online.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Ryu is the second losingest. Probably for similar reasons to Akuma then. People just picking a character because they're easy. That was a punish. Nice.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Yeah. That's again Akuma's easiness working against him, actually. The taunt. You got some time, might as well. Oh, it fell out. Look how late that fucking roundhouse hit on twins. The top 5 characters is literally like the 5 least played characters. It made me laugh. I was like, holy shit. I mean, not the 5 least played. The 5... I completely blundered that thought. The top 5 winning characters are the characters that require the most matchup knowledge to fight. They're the ones who punish people who don't know the matchup the most. Battle diagrams. Overall, Buckler's Boot Camp. Only ranked matches are counted. Master rank. Top 5 characters are E, Honda, Dhalsim, Kimberly, Blanca, JP. These are the characters that just blow you up if you don't know what you're doing against them. No one's out there saying E, Honda's a top 1 character. No one's out there saying Dhalsim is a top 1 character. So it's kind of funny to see these characters are dominating online. That's why online's not the end-all be-all. But then you look at the number of legend players, and there's like more legends playing Mai than any other character.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
The matchup breakdown's very interesting. There aren't that many bad matchups in the game. And even the bad matchups that exist are usually like 4-6s. or even better than that. Let me find a. Let me find something that's worse than 4.6. There's bound to be something on here. Boom! Modern Sim has a 3.2 versus Modern Honda. That's probably pulling from a very small pool. There probably aren't that many Modern Sims and Modern Hondas, so it's just going to be skewed because there's no law of large numbers to save us. I wish I could just take out all the modern characters, make this a little bit more parsable. Ryu is indeed the second losingest character after Akuma. Gal has a 4-1 versus JP. I mean a 4.6. 4.1, 5.9. The character with the highest win rate has a total of 5.1, 4.9 versus the whole cast on average. That's really beautiful. The losingest character has a total of 4.86 to like 5.1. I think Geef actually does get counterpicked by JP. Let me find Geef on here. I think it's one of his 3 bad matchups. Where the frick is Geef? There he is. Geef Sim is 3.8. That's pretty bad. Geef JP is 4.3. That's better, but still pretty bad. Geef Lily is 4.4. Those are Geef's losing matchups. He also dominates Honda and Bison weirdly. It's not that weird if you think about it. Geef has a lot of counterplay to Honda. You can like fierce his butt slams or his headbutts or whatever. You can like scoop Bison's scissor kicks. He's actually pretty annoying for those characters to fight. Then I have a way of like, you know, just zoning him with one normal. Lily's got a pretty high online win rate. Gets bodied by Sim. A little bit of a losing matchup to JP and Blanca. Very strong matchup versus Elena and Marisa. Very strong matchup versus Guile and Chun-Li. Very strong matchup versus Geef. Oh, headbutt, just Lariat just beats headbutt. Like even if you do it like right before he hits you. That's good, yeah. I'm out here reading stupid stats instead of watching a Necro beat up again with a dizzy apparently. Priorities, Beth. We're here to watch Yuns get beaten up. Who here is going to pay $40 to watch Capcom Cup live? It'll be like the first time I don't watch it live. I'll probably sneak my way into a watch party if you know what I mean. Only one person needs to buy it. Then I just need to be in the right Discord. I knew that drill was coming, but I didn't even know what I would do against that drill. I would hold right. 2 down parries was probably the best option, but I don't know how the frick to time it. That hit really funny. Urian has a weird thing on his knee drop that occasionally happens. If it hits the opponent normally, it knocks down. But if it hits the opponent's extended limb, it can actually not knock down. It's very strange looking. This game has that occasionally. You would think if knee drop hit, it would just knock down no matter what. But like extended limb hurt boxes actually have like unique properties when they get hit. Dizzy. Alright, 6 down back fierces. Oh. If he was real, he would have done down back fierce to kill.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
Down roundhouse. Oh, far roundhouse. Those kind of preemptive anti-airs end up actually being kind of good. Most people are not parrying the nanosecond they leave the ground. Nice fade away.
All right, that's cool. Are you ready? Go.
What the frick is that? Block one hit of Remy sweep and then EX knee drop? That's crazy. That's the most cursed technology I've ever heard.
Final round. Go for it.
Nice combo. Oh no, that dizzy bar. Yun never dizzies the opponent. Something's going terribly wrong if you get dizzied by Yun. I think it's probably one of those things where people have different ideas for what it's short for.
You win. Now.
People say some tech. Some tech for technology seems okay. Some tech for technique is probably not something you would say. You would say techniques. Techs. I don't know. I've definitely heard other people say technology. I definitely say it myself. But I can't speak for everyone. Do you not get a juggle there? Where's the juggle? Oh. Pro can't down back fierce. That actually does a lot of damage. The EX punch overhead.
Prepare to strike. Now.
That hit EX headbutt. Oh my god. Bro got knee dropped twice, and now he's in the corner against a full Meteor Urian. He's so cooked. How right can you be? Jesus, he fully whiffed a grab and then did another one.
Final round. Go for it.
My body's crawling out for some fries. Or hash browns or something. It needs a potato. A baked potato would be good too. I don't want to be unhealthy. What's a healthy way to eat a potato? If I ate a baked potato and nothing else, that would be kind of healthy. A raw potato. Intriguing thought. Mashed potatoes. That doesn't sound like it. I like mashed potatoes a lot, but I'm in a breakfast potato mood and not a dinner potato mood. Baked potato sounds kind of good. Oh, he dashed through and it worked. Miracle. Nice. This is winnable. Oh. Oh, that didn't even combo. I bet he had an EX mirror turning. Wait, no, he had no meter. Maybe I can just go through the McDonald's and get a small fry. Did I tell you about this? My friend told me, one of my online friends told me their McDonald's meal, their McDonald's order. Because I just asked. They were like, oh yeah, I got McDonald's. And they hit me with like a meal that was a lot of food, in my opinion. But the thing about it that I laughed at, I thought was really funny. Because I've had I don't know, you know, I watch my weight, I watch my carbs just a little bit. It was like a double hamburger or something. No. Yeah, my friend is Big Smoke. I don't remember what it was. I think it was a hamburger that was like 400 calories, which is actually pretty small in terms of McDonald's hamburgers. Most of their shit is bigger than that. But then it was also a large fry. And I looked at the calories of the whole thing, and the hamburger was like 400 or 450, and then the large fry was 800. And I was like, holy shit. The fries are twice as much calories as the freaking burger. $1,200 calories for a McDonald's meal. That was before the drink too. The drink is like another easy 400 if you're not careful. You just get your large Coke or whatever. I bet that's probably like 300, 400 calories. Does anyone know the soda called Balls? We got a couple, me and my friends, the other day. BAWLS. Balls. We got the original in the blue jar. Doesn't have a flavor listed. Anyway, it was pretty good. I was kind of caught off guard. I normally don't like soda, but I had a few sips of this one. And I was like, damn. I could knock one of these out real quick. You saw this start up with the fireball. It was terrible. A micro center. It's funny because that's where we got it. We got it at a micro center. We were like, we met up and one of my friends wasn't free yet. Plumpkin, actually. And wasn't going to be free for like 2 hours. So we were like, what if we just went to micro center? We were like thinking of things to do because it was raining. There was like wet. Not actively raining. And it was like, okay, we want to be indoors. We got 2 hours to waste. We don't want to eat because we're going to eat as soon as we pick up the friend. What are we going to do? It's like, let's go shopping. It's like, where can we shop? That's not food. It's like, let's go to a micro center. And then we did. It was kind of fun. They're up to Raspberry 5 now. Raspberry Pi 5. I bought a mouse pad. I overpaid for it, but it's kind of cute. My mouse pad was like kind of on its last legs. And I was like, fuck it, let's get a new one. It's funny, I walked in the door and I was like, I don't want anything, so if they get me to buy anything at all, capitalism works. And then I walked out with something. Capitalism confirmed. Knee drop to escape the corner with no intent of hitting. It's so easy to just go into full defense mode when Yun activates. That forward dash was probably never going to be punished.
Prepare to strike. Now.
I don't need any computer parts right now. I haven't done anything to my computer in a while, but it's still working fine. My PSU is a little loud. Yang had Gene in New Generation. I think it would be nice to have a slightly quieter PC. But replacing the PSU while easy is a bit of a nuisance, so I haven't done it. Nice, Link.
You win. Fighters ready. Engage.
Oh, love that juggle. Yang, I think Yan can actually do that versus everyone. But there's matchups where it's easier. Second hit only of up kicks into more up kicks. Like a freaking DJ combo. Real ones remember SF2 DJ. And also I guess SF4 DJ. And also I guess SF6 DJ. I guess they can all do up kick and top kick. Hell, he can do it in alpha. Which is it? Which is it, bro? DAE, 90s kids, DJ. When I posted that good balance Selena, a lot of people were like, do more of these. And someone said, good balance DJ, and I was like, you know, tempting. It's probably T-Hawk next, honestly. I've recorded like half the T-Hawk bad balance video, and I just, you know, stopped. Didn't even do it that long ago, like a month. It's still just sitting there, half recorded. I don't know how interesting of a video it's going to be. The thing is, T-Hawk's balance is not horrible. I'll just give you the little summation. Tua, that's true. Tua Hawk. The thing about T-Hawk is that right when they made him, it's actually the same issue that Lily has. Right when they made T-Hawk, his mix-up was too good. And that's really put them into a corner with like his balance. His design space was being used up by how good his mix-up was. Like, they couldn't make either side of the mix-up better because the two options are so pure. Like, if you're next to the opponent as T-Hawk, either DP will work or SPD will work. Just straight up. One of the two will work. And even though both of them are not especially rewarding and exceptionally risky, they couldn't buff either one. Anyway, the thing about T-Hawk that I think is worthy, I would probably not make a bad balance video for T-Hawk, even though he is exceptionally mediocre for the entire lifespan of 4. But the thing about T-Hawk that's kind of interesting is the way that a lot of his long-term issues were kind of fixed with Lily. And even then, Lily kind of is plagued by some of the same issues. But, like, as a character, Lily's a little bit mediocre. As a gift for T-Hawk players, Lily is a blessing. I have no opinion on I don't know what things are his and which things aren't. I know he worked on Street Fighter 4 until, I think, AE 2012, and then I forget. Cross-Tekken until 2013 edition. Oh, that's like me. That's the bath. He hit Dudley with the bath. That's true. There are no T-Hawk players, and it was a gift to no one. Pretty optimal launch, actually. You could have got more off of that. Lily feels like what T-Hawk always should have been. If they had any guts at all. And I don't just mean a cute girl. The other part of the T-Hawk video I think is really interesting is how incredibly, like, timid they were to buff him. Like, remember, like, the big buff. The meme. I'm going to talk about that in the video. I'm going to talk about the give T-Hawk a gun. Because I think a lot of people probably don't know about that and would find it funny. Like, by Ultra, it had finally kind of entered the common knowledge of most players that T-Hawk was cheeks. And, like, had been cheeks since the start of the game. And the meme became, like, what would it take to make T-Hawk viable? And then the meme was give T-Hawk a gun. The gun is the Seismo. No, the gun is the Spire. It's the Spire from Omega. The Seismo is damn good, but the Spire is crazy in Omega. It's 6-frame Spire for the heavy one, 3-frame for the light one. Combos from everything, sets up both Ultras. Anyway, the big buff that T-Hawk eventually got for Ultra that was supposed to finally save him was a cancelable low forward, and that did absolutely nothing. And I remember Combo Fiend being like, oh guys, this is big. Trust me. This will change your whole view on T-Hawk, and then it was useless. It really does nothing. That's the crazy part. It actually genuinely does nothing. A cancelable low forward helps T-Hawk not at all. And that was like his big change to Ultra. Finally, T-Hawk will get the thing people have always asked for. Cancelable low forward. Oops, no one asked for it. Like, the big advantage low forward has over low short is that it goes farther. And oops, T-Hawk has nothing that combos from, like, low forward from mid-range. Like, nothing. He has nothing. Nothing combos from it. EX Spire doesn't combo. Regular Spire doesn't combo. DP doesn't combo. He has no super to combo into. He can't cancel into his ultras or anything. Can't combo into SPD. What are you supposed to do with a cancelable low forward? The only thing it kind of does is you can cancel it to Spire, and it's not a combo, but it gives you a space low Spire. But I'm not going to act like that's useful. Literally the only thing that T-Hawk's low forward does to buff him is when he does like a body press on you. Like, he knocks you over with like light SPD or something, and he jumps over your head and he does down fierce. Previously, he could YOLO low short into uppercut and just pray it hit. There's no confirm. You just do it and you pray it hits. And it's a low, so it has a mix-up with like SPD, etc. It punishes anyone not holding down back. And then, you know, you have various ways of punishing people who hold down back because you're a grappler. And that low short could then become low forward once they buffed low forward. And low forward does more damage than low short, so he went from like a 30 damage normal to like a 60 damage normal or something. So his all-in YOLO DP cancel got like 30 extra damage. That was the buff he got from cancelable low forward. That if you're just going to cancel a button into DP point blank and just pray it works, it does slightly more damage. Big Yellow will watch this video and then make the T-Hawk bad balance before I can. Unless Big Yellow's already made a T-Hawk video. I don't know, I've never actually watched a Big Yellow video. Someone in my good balance Elena called me American Big Yellow and it made me a little mad. I have nothing against Big Yellow, but it's like, fuck, I started this series. This is my series that got copied. Wow. Done? Nope. Like Alex DDT and third strike? That's an unimpressive move. You could make a video about it. There's not a whole lot of content to make because it's not a super versatile move. It's hard to make a video on this move sucks, you know? I was able to do it for like Metsu Shoryuken or Blue Nocturne because there's also opportunity cost to those moves, but there's no opportunity cost to Alex's like DDT. So it'd be difficult to get a whole video out of that. The entire video for the Metsu Shoryuken I was talking about opportunity cost. I was just like, this is what you lose. That's an interesting take. That's not bad. It is a bad option that also makes one of your good options worse.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Caught the headbutt. It would be uninteresting to make a worse special move video in like Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 6 because it probably just beat Zangief's like parry in both games. Oh shit, my Elena video was less than 10 minutes. I never think about that when making videos. I'm never like, oh, I need to buffer out the time. This video's not long enough. I don't make the relevant financial decisions with YouTube. Wasted the whole Gene timer. I will say Thunderstorm is hard to do on accident. Timer run out right then or something. Low short into St. Fierce into nothing. You'd expect like a shoulder or like a towards Fierce or something. Whoa. Oh, that's a punish. It's supposed to be a shoulder or something? How about, remember YouTube programming tutorials? Unregistered Hyper KM2. Guy with thick Indian accent. Okay, so basically you do this, paste a bunch of code, use this code, paste it in the description, and then you use that code and it just works perfectly. How is every programming tutorial like that? Do this, then use this code I posted in the description. It's like 1 minute long, and it just solves your problem. Oh yes, typing in Notepad. Notepad on the screen, and they just type in backspace. Google has just made its own search engine terrible. And I don't understand what the upside is. This is like the only thing we need you for. I say that, but Google does a lot of things these days. I'd be Googling to get around with my Google Maps. I'd be Google shopping here and there to scope out prices and locations where things are sold. I'd be hopping on Google Images to look at pictures of pizzas or fried chicken wings. Remember those days? Remember Beth opens Google Images and looks at pictures of food? Oh, that was a punish, wasn't it? The neutral throw. In this particular matchup, Urian can do neutral throw, and twins are shorter, so they take longer to hit the ground. So you can actually do neutral throw, and then do an instant like EX mirror, and it will combo. It's really funny. What's going on? We got weird play again. Look at the little frog bounce. What are we doing? Is this another 6-year-old? I'm getting the impression that the Urian's trying to do fancy stuff and the Yun is the 6-year-old. Oh, you do it? He did it! He did it! The thing I talked about! It's not very good outside the corner. It's not very good even inside the corner. The neutral throw into EX mirror. I don't know who that works on. I think it doesn't work on everyone. I think it works on twins because of their shortness. This is some weird footage. This must be the local blind guy. That's true.
Final round. Go.
Yo, instant air jab, low key, kind of smart. That was too late. Oh, it wasn't too late. He was in the corner, so we got the full juggle. Wasn't that cool? That was all a combo from a throw. Is anyone else kind of impressed? It's so funny that I brought that up and then like we get to see it. Really weird little quirk of the matchup. Comboing out of a throw. Did anyone here know that Urian can combo out of throw? Is anyone privy to that information? Wow, that I didn't think he could pick up from a range like that.
You win.
There's actually a decent number of combos out of throws in this game, but they're like spots you wouldn't think of.
Prepare to strike. Now.
I hate Twitter so much. Without even getting into politics, I hate what Musk did to Twitter. He basically just like super turbo and shitified it. Like, enshittification happens naturally, but it happens so much faster under him. The verification changes are probably the single biggest thing. That really ruins Twitter in a lot of different ways.
Final round. Go for it.
It does. Because the replies will not even be... You open the replies to see what people are saying about the thing. And now, instead of that, you get... Bro is raising the mini Avengers with like the same freaking footage of like 3 kids climbing on things.
You win.
People just found the things that reliably get likes and just post them as replies to anything.
Enter the heat of battle. Go for it.
And they're always at the top because you can just pay to be on the top. Getting paid for engagement is so shitty. And of course there's the people who do the other way of getting paid for engagement, where they just say the most controversial things possible. Reliably, on any post. The first post about the thing you're looking at will be just like the most brain-dead take imaginable. It'll literally be like a person walking on the sidewalk. The video will be a person walking on the sidewalk, and then like a car drives by, drives onto the sidewalk and hits the guy and then drives away. And then like the top comment will be like, that guy should have got out of the way. He shouldn't be on the sidewalk so close to the road if he doesn't want to get hit by cars.
Go for it.
And it'll have like 2 likes and like 40 comments. That's true. Quote retweets are not usually bots. Oh, and another thing that bots do is they take the actual human replies when there are some, and then just repost them, but at the top because they paid.
Are you ready? Go.
I saw a statistic one time that was like the number of estimated. Elon supposedly wanted to remove the bots on X. Anyone remember that? I remember that. That was like one of the things he sought to do with X, was to remove the bot problem, air quotes. And there's like a stat I saw recently that estimates, I forget the number, but it was like 40 to 50% of all Twitter users are bots now. It was some like astonishing number. Most of them are just repost bots, but they're also engagement bots. Or like, you know, astroturfers. Check out this amazing product. And then the top reply, or rather the same reply by the same guy. And it says found it, and then it's like a link to buy it. It's like, wow, that's crazy.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Another engagement farming thing I've been seeing a lot of recently is just the does anyone have the picture of, and then found it. Wow. What is this goofy young play? No, white shirt Yun is not really playing like a human. Why are we having rounds like this? I can only imagine there's like a 6-year-old.
Are you ready?
It's the only explanation. White shirt Yun is just being played by a mashing 6-year-old. Let him cook. That's what's happening.
Final round. Go for it.
He did a special move. The fierce missed. Twin players deserve each other. Yo, the white shirt Yun, to his credit, he was blocking during NA. He's not just mashing.
You win. Into the heat of battle. Go.
I'm hungry. I'm probably gonna go after this one ends. I gotta go get that panini. And the McDonald's fries, small.
Prepare to strike.
Someone find me the calories in the small McDonald's fries. You get hilariously few fries in a small. Can't be much. I doubt it's more than 200. Maybe 250. There's a place near me that does like $6 bags of fries. And the first time I was there, I was like, Jesus, that's kind of a lot for fries. And they give you like 2 whole potatoes worth of fries. It's like a lot. They like fill a bag with fries. Yang is sad because he wants Yun's girl. I forget how their love triangle works, but it's kind of funny. They've got a love square. But it's not like a pure love square. It's like Yun is just wants he's just chilling. He doesn't care about love. And then there's a girl who likes Yun, and Yang likes that girl, and the girl's identical twin likes Yang or something. It's kind of cute. I think it's funny. Three-sided square. Did you know that Yun and Yang have canonical last names? It's Lee. They're the Lee twins. Who here knew that? Yes, like the guy from Street Fighter 1. Very keen. If you want some really fun lore that I didn't find out about recently, every single Street Fighter character, every single Street Fighter 6 character just has a full name. I don't know if they're in World Tour or what. That really caught me off guard. Jamie Shu, or maybe Sho. Hard to say. I'm not very good at my, you know, Chinese. Kimberly Jackson. Lily Hawk. Manon Legrand. It's kind of weird to think about. JP, I don't even know what JP's actual name is. Johan Peterson or something. He like gives 2 different names in the story mode. Yeah, Marisa Rossetti. Or whatever. And then Luke Sullivan. If you told me Luke, oh, do you know who Luke is? I'd be like, oh yeah, Luke from Street Fighter. You said, you know who Luke Sullivan is? I'd be like, who? Sean? He got the ball hit. I think we know Viper's first name, but we don't know her last name. I believe it to be Maya. Throw the ball, Sean. Jump back fierce. Or maybe jump back strong, actually. Because it came out really fast. They have the same animation. Round start as they won. It's actually not a hard parry at that range, and it's difficult to punish without parrying it. For Hugo. In the Bad Balance Sean video, I said that wheel kick wasn't very good. But actually, it's alright. I maybe oversold how bad Sean is, although Sean is really bad. Or rather, I was not clear on the things that are truly horrible and the things that are just, like, kind of horrible. Like, wheel kick not comboing from anything is the terrible part of it. But incidentally, you can land it. It's not impossible to land. I think they probably really did try to create like a urban youth kind of character, USA urban youth for Sean, and then they just decided, what if we made him from Brazil? Because I think basketball's not super popular over there either, right? And then the name. I think they picked the name Sean specifically because they wanted, like, show for the Ryu and the Ken. Third most popular sport. Alright, I take it back. That's pretty popular. I didn't know it was that popular. That's cool. Yeah, Brazil does have a big Japanese population. Sean Matsuda. That's a nice Japanese last name right there. Anyway, I gotta go get some food. Thanks for hanging out, everyone.